I want to talk about the importance of sleep. Hello, and welcome to Tea Time Today. My name is Erik, and I'm your host. Let's begin. The first thing we have is one hungry kitty. So let's do something about that. Sammy, are you ready to eat your breakfast? Let's give you one scoop, two scoop for a kitty. Very good. Next, it's time to get the water for tea. Let's start that off boiling. And okay, we're off to a good start. And now I'll sit down and introduce myself. Hi, my name is Erik. I created Tea Time Today because I wanted a daily ritual to drink tea, create something, and express what's on my mind. Today's episode may be a short one because I find I don't have all that much on my mind to say, but I will mention that I have started just yesterday my online Twitter challenge called 100 Days of DevRel. And perhaps I'll wait for tomorrow's episode to give a more full-throated, not full-throated, but a more involved definition of what 100 Days of DevRel is. Well, let me just start by saying yesterday I got a start on it by doing some narrowly focused work on preparing a guided tutorial video showing people how to install, configure, and use, in a basic sense, Commissary, which is an open source project that allows you to track, view, and generally see your cloud inventory. That's the kettle halfway boiled. So now I'm ready to pre-warm my mug and then place my, pre-warm my mug. Well, we'll pre-warm the mug now. While that mug warms up, I will take out my English breakfast tea. And that's enough warmth for the mug, I believe. So I can simply take one scoop of this tea into the mug. Shout out to Harney and Sons, one of my favorite tea merchants. Thanks, Dad, for buying me a sample pack a year or two ago. That led me to become a loyal customer of Harney and Sons. Now the tea water is almost boiled, so I'll just wait for that while I'm over here. Yes, very good. Let's pour the water on the leaves. Start a timer. And I'm going to play some piano music for you while the timer for the tea goes. This is a piece by Bach, the first prelude from the Well-Tempered Clavier. Where's the note? Back it up. Uh, here it is. Okay, yeah, good. Uh-oh, where am I? Here we go. Uh-oh, where is it? Let's go back. Let's back up. There we go. Ah, Bach. Isn't that wonderful? I love that music. Now, how are we on the timer? We got a little bit more time. I am going to not perform this next piece by Bach because I don't know it well enough. However, I'm gonna sort of do live practice. Just kind of practice it. You'll see what I mean. So this is the second prelude. This one in C minor, and I've always found this one tricky to keep track of. So one technique for practicing is to break the piece down, measure by measure, hand by hand, and approach each measure with one hand at a time as a sort of etude, and play it again and again, carefully and thoughtfully, until you're comfortable with it. So here's the left hand performing just the first measure from the Prelude 2, Bach's Well Tempered Clavier. Just like that. Now I'll do that maybe 2 or 3 more times until I feel like I really have it in my fingers and in my heart. There, I now feel like I have that one pretty well down for now. Let's do the same thing with the right hand in that first measure. And just from the start, I wasn't sure of my fingering there. P. So we'll come back to that later. But that was a good start. Oh, hey, Sammy. How come I can't see you in the camera? Anyway, simply pour my leaves. I pour the water into the mug with a strainer. Take out the strainer. And that's my morning tea. Tea. Good. Good morning. I want to talk about the importance of sleep. Last night, or this night, I'm not sure how to say it, I had the best sleep I have had in months. Months. Probably longer. How did I do it? I slept in my bed for the first time in months, despite a strong feeling that I couldn't possibly go to sleep without having my big TV and my big speakers to keep me company. What else? I put on Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier. First Bach's Goldberg Variations. Later in the night, I switched it over to the Well-Tempered Clavier, so, both were accurate. Turned all the lights out. Moved my phone to the other side of the room. And I had tried to do like a evening headspace meditation type thing, but they didn't have a like a short bedtime themed meditation, so I didn't do that. But anyway, I slept so well. I feel so well rested. And in fact, bonus, if you go to my free Patreon, I'll include some clips of yesterday's attempt at recording this podcast when I was awake after getting not enough sleep during the night. And wow, my mood is just so much more down. I look, well, you'll see it. I don't look like I'm in a good way on that recording, which is why tonight, which is why this morning, this is the inaugural episode of Tea Time Today, not yesterday's recording. Yesterday's recording will be like the insider bonus feature on the Patreon. Today is the real release of my podcast. So cheers. Mm, that is good tea. And in tomorrow's episode of Tea Time Today, perhaps I'll stick around longer and tell you some more stories while I drink my tea. However, today I feel I have recorded as much as I'm going to, and now it's time to go be social on Discord for a while and prepare myself for day 01 of my 100 days of DevRel. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you for tea next time.